guys, a rainy day to all of you. It's raining here in Manila, but still I want to welcome you all to this channel. Welcome or welcome back. It's Cristel, and for today's video, I'll be sharing 4 practical and fun tips that you can do if you're struggling in learning and remembering kanji and the vocabulary. So I have been studying for a little over a year now. I started last April 2021. I enrolled in the JLPT N5 course, and then now I am on the JLPT N4 course. I'm pretty proud of myself. I couldn't believe that I'm still hanging on. So if you are too, gambare, akiraminaide minasan. With that comes challenges, and the more kanji that we're learning and vocabulary, it's getting a little bit harder now. And that is not a secret to everyone who's learning, everyone who's learned. It is definitely a struggle and a challenge. You know, it's really fun when you get to learn new vocabularies that you often hear from anime, and when you learn it and when you hear it from anime, you understand it. I just find that very fun, and I feel like I'm progressing in my journey. So remembering and memorizing kanji is truly a challenge for most of us, especially for those who are not living in Japan, because we don't get to experience it every day and live it and use the language every day. And there are thousands of kanji. Thousands. But the good thing is we only need 2,000 kanji, 2,000 essential kanji for us to be able to read almost all the mangas out there, news, read the signs, read the posters. Yeah, basically understand everything in Japan. So during my N5 days, kanji was easy. Like, we only gotta learn 150 kanji, and the kanji vocabulary is not overwhelming. But now that I'm in N4, I learn 20 new kanjis every week. And that is aside from the vocabularies that we learn in every new chapter of the main lesson. So that's a lot. And now that I'm experiencing that, I realize that I need to come up with a system for me to be able to memorize and remember actually the kanji and the kanji vocabulary that I encounter, because honestly, most of them are just out there. When I learn it after the quiz, I just forget about them because I don't use them, I don't hear them, I don't see them that much. So what we can do here is to really expose ourselves in media. Since we're not in Japan, we really gotta force it. We really gotta force ourselves to absorb media. And one of them is to read manga. This is a little more fun than just studying your regular lessons because you're reading manga. And what I am doing now is I'm currently reading Yotsubato Volume 2. So in this manga, you're following Yotsuba, a 5-year-old girl in her daily adventures in her neighborhood. So she's with her father and friends and neighbors. So it's just a really fun slice of life manga. So I recommend that manga to you because it's in a perspective of a 5-year-old. So you don't encounter that much words. And when you do, they are basic and commonly used words, and the kanji aren't hard. So the kanji that you will encounter there are very common kanji, so that's really helpful as well. And when you learn this kanji and this vocabularies this way, when you understand how they're used, it's easier to remember them, it's easier to use them. So I find that very helpful actually, that when I learn a vocabulary in a sentence, because I understand what it meant, I absorb it pretty easily. So another thing that helped me remember kanji and vocabulary is using the Mochi Mochi app, which I'm actually collaborating with in this video. So if you have been watching for a while now, you may have already seen previous videos of mine where I recommended this app because I remembered it was my sensei who actually told me about this app, and she told me that it's really helpful in remembering kanji and vocabulary. And since then, I downloaded the app and I have been using it. So Mochi Mochi is an app that you can use to learn kanji and vocabulary. It has an algorithm that analyzes your learning history and reminds you to review at the golden time, which is based on spaced repetition. Golden time is the moment right before you forget your vocabulary. Mochi Mochi not only helps you learn less, memorize more effectively, but also gives you a pleasant and joyful experience. So yeah, let me just show you. So this is what the homepage of the Mochi Mochi app looks like. It shows you the number of words that you know, and it shows you 5 level of bars, 1 meaning newest words that you have learned and 5 meaning words that you have mastered. And below that, there's a timer and the number of words that you will be reviewing next. The timer represents when the app will ask you to review again. And this part is just showing you what's inside my notebook. Level 1. These are words from level 2, level 3, level 4, and we have also lots of words in level 5. I'm proud to show that. But here, let's open up the third one. It shows you cute pictures, easy to remember, and then you'll also be tested at the same time. So it shows you kachimasu, and then a picture of winning picture, and then after that you gotta answer what that is. So very easy, very fun. The pictures are so cute. So for kanji, it will ask you to write down how you read it with hiragana. So that is also great, such a great practice, so you can remember how to read the kanji. Mochi Mochi app has 6,000 plus words and kanji from N5 to N2 for JLPT exams and Japanese communication. Specialized vocabulary courses such as IT, services, nursing, and for many several needs. The courses are divided into small topics, 10 words and kanji per lesson. So, it's time to review. We now have received our notification for review time. So these are the sample practices in review. It shows you English words and you gotta translate them in Japanese.
熱心
We also have sample sentences here, and you gotta pick what does it mean in English, kanji, and you gotta write down how it's read in hiragana.
調子
So now, how to download the app. So just go to your App Store or Google Play and type in Mochi Mochi. And you'll be able to see it. It's easy to recognize. It's color yellow with a white mochi. It's so cute. Just pick Mochi Mochi, learn kanji, and you'll be good to go. So there you go, give it a try and let me know what you think after you use it. So it's available in both iOS and Android phones, and the download links are down below in the description box. The third thing is watch anime with Japanese subtitles. I know that can seem so overwhelming, but it's just a good way for you to be able to read the subtitles and read along with what they are saying. So for the longest time now, I have been watching whatever with subtitles, whether they may be movies, English movies, or English series, because I just want to absorb everything that they're saying and the details, and I don't want to miss out on that. And that has definitely improved my comprehension of English as well. So you don't have to do this with every anime that you watch because you may not enjoy everything, but you can do this on some animes that you watch. So I did this with Karakai no Jozu Takagi-san, and I have understood about 40% of what they're saying. The background, their movements also helps with comprehension, so that's also good to develop. So reading subtitles is an effective way to immerse yourself in the language, to learn the accent, to learn how they pronounce things as well. So it's a sure way to reinforce your language learning. So please do give it a try. Oh yeah, and one more thing, I do suggest that you watch slice of life genre or romance anime set in high school or middle school, because that would also make it easier due to the vocabulary that they're going to use. The fourth thing is use the kanji and the vocabs that you have learned. You can just write one sentence a day in your journal, simple and manageable, and you can do it. What I also do is I create sample sentences whenever I review my lesson. So I write down 1 to 2 sentences for every new grammar pattern that I am reviewing. So when I was doing that, I remember I remember that I was just using the vocabularies that I already know, and that became a bad habit of mine. And now I am breaking that habit because I am looking at the new vocabs that I learn, and I will think of a sentence. I have to write a sentence using that vocabulary, and so that, maximizes the time that I'm studying, remembering the vocabs, using them, writing them, using the grammar patterns, So yeah, by doing this also, you're also practicing to express yourself in another language. So when you have a friend, you can chat them in Japanese and use the new vocabulary that you learned. I do that with my classmates. Usually, after our class, I'll just chat them and I'll try to use the new grammar pattern or new vocabulary that I learned. So yeah, those are the 4 tips that I am currently doing. I'm not perfect. Of course, I still don't remember a lot of vocabulary, but I'm working on it, and I believe I have improved using these practical things. I think what's really effective for me is if I'm doing something and I also enjoy it. Because if I enjoy it, I do it more often. So yeah, I hope these tips will help you, and I hope when you do them, you'll also enjoy them and, make your Japanese learning more fun and bearable. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have more tips in learning kanji, remembering them, the vocabularies, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know. And yeah, I will see you guys again in the next video. Have a great day. Bye!